Welcome to Facebook Live, everybody. Happy Sunday out there. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. I'm going to start out by introducing myself. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me over on my blog at stampinann.com. And I normally go live Fridays at 4 p.m. Central. I had an appointment this Friday, so nothing serious, just an appointment. and I wasn't able to do it this week, so I didn't want to miss you guys, so I'm doing it on Sunday. So I know a lot of people like to spend some Sunday afternoon time in their craft room, and I hope that's what you guys are doing today. And thank you so much for joining me. So we are going to make projects today with one of my favorite. It used to be a bundle. There's 2 stamp sets and there's 2 sets of dies, but these 2 stamp sets are in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog called Christmas Season and Christmas to Remember. These are 2 of my favorites. I just think these are a good staple to have in your craft room. So we're going to make some projects with these. So I do want to let you guys know a couple quick things before we get started. We are going to do a little bit of housekeeping. I have some prizes to give away from last time I went Facebook Live. I'm going to tell you about my new monthly subscription club, and then we're going to get stamping. Okay, so that's what we're going to play with. And I also want to point out in the description of this video, sorry about the extreme close-up of my arm, excuse me, in the description of this video, there are links to my blog, my online Stampin' Up! Store, YouTube, Instagram. I'd love to have you follow me on all the socials, and yeah, I will post the replay of this video over on YouTube as well, so that'll be later tonight, probably or first thing tomorrow morning, so if you do prefer to catch the replay. And then I also want to let you guys know, if you'd like a tutorial, a PDF tutorial, it's going to be free, where I'm gonna have photos, item numbers, measurements and instructions for the projects that I make today, and that is a free gift that I offer to my newsletter subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to my email list, I'm going to put the link right here in the comments right now. I would love to have you join me. This is the way that I can stay connected with you guys, and I can keep you up to date on my classes and promotions and sales and things like that with Stampin' Up. So I just posted that link in the comment. So if you're not signed up for my email list, please do. I like to throw some little extras to my email subscribers as well, like PDF tutorials and things like that. So you guys want to see some swaps real quick before we get started? I have my team swaps here, and because I photographed them, so I thought I would share with you some swap cards. So this is a swap with my team members for November. We're missing one. I had somebody who wasn't feeling well, so her card's on a little bit of a delay, but we'll get it and it'll be beautiful. But here are a couple swap cards just to show you some creativity. This is from Amanda. Cute little fun fold. Guys, isn't that cute? And it just kind of slides back together. Well, it's kind of tricky to do. I got to have 2 hands to do it. So super cute. And this card is from Dana. Cute little holiday card with some sparkle. I'm gonna turn that light on up there. I think it's a little bit brighter. So that's Dana's card. And then here's a card from Julian. Look at this fancy cutting with the gold in the background. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and her little Post-its inside. And then this one is my swap card right here. So just a fun little happy card. I love this kite paper, so thought it would be cute with the clouds. So there's a little swap inspiration for you. I'd love to encourage you guys to share this video too. I do give prizes. So whatever project I make today, I will give away as a prize to one lucky sharer. And it looks like we're going to make 2 projects, maybe 3. I don't know. We're going to see how ambitious I am. But I will also have a second prize to give away for someone who comments. So please say hello, interact in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And it kind of helps me go along too as I'm crafting, just to kind of see that you're here, you're watching, and I'm standing here talking to myself, so it's kind of fun to have the interaction. I have my fan on and it's making this clicking noise. Okay, well, hopefully it's not too loud on the video. So on that note, last time I did Facebook Live, I made these cards right here. This was the original card we made with this fun little paper, but the paper was sold out when I did the video. So I showed an alternative where we could emboss the background instead. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you there. So this is what I made last time I went Facebook Live. If you missed this, You can definitely check it out. The replay is posted here on Facebook, and it's also posted on YouTube as well. But this is the card, and I finished it too. I ended up, if you watched that last video, I mentioned I didn't like stamp and decorate the inside. Well, I did. I went back afterwards. And then I also commented that I don't always decorate my envelopes for my prizes, but I went back and I added a fun little decorated envelope to send this in too. Look at that, guys. It just totally completes it, right? So I have a pretty envelope to go with these too. So for sharing the video, I took everybody who shared and put you in a drawing. Carol Schaefer, you won this cute little card. Carol, I feel like I have your address, and I'm pretty sure I do, but could you maybe just drop me a message here on Facebook or shoot me an email? I would greatly appreciate it. It just helps me out so much when you guys send me an email, then I just don't have to dig. I'll be really honest. It's just, sometimes it's time consuming. So I love just getting the email and I can be like, okay, I can address your prize and get it out. So Carol, if you wouldn't mind sending me your mailing address, I would greatly appreciate it. And then the second card, since I had two cards, the original card on this, I'm going to give away to one commenter, and I finished the inside as well and did a pretty envelope. So, ta-da. And that prize is going to Kathy Peterson. Kathy, congratulations. Kathy, I know I have your address because you are on a form that I have, and I know where I can get your address really quickly. So Kathy, I will get this in the mail to you tomorrow. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. So this will go out to you, Kathy. And Carol, if I have your address, I'll message you back. But if you could, just shoot me a message. All right. Congratulations, you guys. So there are our prizes. Okay. So same thing today. Okay. Before I get started on the projects, you guys, I have to take a moment and I want to share with you, because it's ready to go. Last time on Facebook Live, I talked about I am starting a monthly subscription club, okay? And what this is going to be, guys, is every month you're going to get a creative packet delivered to your door where you can, if you want the prep work done for you and you just want to sit down and make some pretty cards every month, that's what this club is all about. It's called Cultivated Creativity, and it is a monthly subscription club. Every month we're going to focus on a bundle. This month we're doing Sweetest Cherries. We chose to do something in the annual catalog this month because it's kind of wonky with the holiday catalog retiring and the new catalog not being available. We went with the annual catalog. So Sweetest Cherries is our bundle. And then let me tell you a little bit about how this is going to work. Okay. So in order to create all of the projects that I'm going to send you in your kit, you'll need this. And you might see my fan in here. I apologize, but you're going to need this bundle. Or if you don't want to make this, the projects with Sweetest Cherries, you can make it with another stamp set or bundle that you might have. But you will need this bundle to make them as they're designed. And if you don't already have Sweetest Cherries, there's going to be an option for you to add this on to your club for every month. You can add on the bundle if you don't have it. And I will cover tax and shipping on that. So it'll ship out with your club kit, and you can get the bundle. You can just add that on. There's a sign up, in the sign up form, there's an option to add on the bundle. So let me tell you what you're going to get. Okay, so every month in Cultivated Creativity, you're going to get about $20 worth of consumable products, Stampin' Up product. So this month, you're going to get a half pack of the Brights Designer Series paper, a full pack of Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and a full roll of Pool Party ribbon. Now, you're going to need these things to make your projects. So you will get this. And here, I'm going to show you guys too. I took the leftovers of the half pack of whatchamacallit paper, and this is what's left over. So you're going to have a lot left over to make other projects with, or make, extras. It also gives you flexibility. If you don't like the pattern that we used on the project, you can choose the one that you'd like. So you're going to get a minimum of $20 in consumable product every month. So this is all going to come in the kit. And then, now, I'm not going to show the projects every month, but since this is the first month I'm doing it, I want to make sure to share these with you guys so you can kind of see a little bit about what this club is about. Okay, so these are the projects. You will get your consumable materials to create 5 projects, 4 cards and 1 non-card. So we've got here, I'm going to flip through them really quickly. So you're going to have those 4 cards, and then our non-card project is this cute little purse with a little surprise inside. So now also on your tutorial, You'll get, oh, I should mention, you'll get a PDF tutorial, full PDF tutorial with big pictures, step-by-step instructions and measurements and all that good stuff. I have an alternate listed on the tutorial for one of the cards this month, so there's another idea in the tutorial. And then in addition to everything you're already getting, I am also going to send you a bonus card that I'm going to make for you as a thank you. Here's our bonus. And you're also going to get the instructions and measurements for this card on the tutorial as well. And who knows, there could be some extra little goodies in there too. But that is what Cultivated Creativity is all about, you guys. It is $39 a month. It is a monthly subscription. So you just go ahead, register for that. The link is in the description of this video. So once you register for Cultivated Creativity, every month you'll be billed on the same day that you registered. So if you register on the 10th, you'll be billed on or about the 10th every month, which a lot of people really like because you don't have to think about it. You'll just get, it'll bill and ship and you don't even have to worry about it. So registration will be open from the 1st through the 20th of every month. So you still have a couple days to sign up for Sweetest Cherries. And then after registration closes on the 20th, I will order the materials, get your class kits prepped, and they will mail out no later than the 1st. Okay, so if you want to be in the first month's club, the inaugural club for Cultivated Creativity, sign up for this today. There are a few, I know I have a few registrations. If you're watching and you signed up between late last night and today, I will send out that PayPal link to you here shortly. I'll do it right after this video, I promise. So if you'd like to sign up, this is going to be just an amazing club. I'm so excited about it. I have designed the projects with my friend Wendy, and we are very similar in style, and we had so much fun making this kit. Now also, you will get notified of what the next month's club kit will be on the 1st. So we're going to send, so I'll send an email out to you when your kit has shipped with your tracking information. It'll also let you know what the next month's kit is going, or club kit, stamp set or bundle is going to be. And then, so you'll know in advance if you either want to add it on, or maybe it's not your cup of tea and you might want to skip a month. That's fine too. You can go in and pause your subscription. So you can manage the subscription as you want. But I will tell you, if you do stay for 6 months consecutively in the club, on the 6th month, you will get a gift from me valued at least $25 in Stampin' Up product that I will mail to you for saying thank you. So you'll get an extra little freebie for staying with the club for 6 months. So I would love to have you join us, you guys. The projects are going to be great. They are designed, if you're a beginning crafter, you're going to have fun with this. If you're an avid crafter, you're still going to super enjoy it because we peppered in some techniques. These aren't basic, one layer cards. We've really stepped them up, and we, if you followed me for a while and you know my style, that's exactly what this kit is going to be about. So like I said, it's a great value. Again, you're going to get some full-size product or consumable product. Well, this is a half pack, but just because we have to make it work with the $20, but you'll get a half pack of paper, full roll of ribbon, and a full pack of rhinestones. You'll have plenty left over to keep creating with, and then all the materials to create the consumables here. So consumables to create the cards and 3D project. So guys, I would love to have you join me for this. Please check out the link in the description of this video. There's 9 days left to subscribe for Sweetest Cherries, and I'd love to have you join me. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about that today. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Message me here on the page, leave them in the comments, and I'll definitely get back to you, okay? Okay, so when I went, I posted a little poll a couple hours ago, and I said, what do you guys want to make on today's Facebook Live? And I said treat holders or a holiday card. And I did the poll, and treat holders won, but only by like 1. But I guess we're going to do treat holders. If I have time, I'm going to do the card, but I'm going to make these little treat holders today because 'tis the season for treat holders, you guys. I don't know about you. I need a lot of these this time of year. And these are just great basic treat holders that you can use anytime. You can just change it up. If you don't want to do holiday, do this for a birthday. If you're having a dinner party, do these for fun little favors. There's a lot of possibility with these. So I'm going to make these 2 little treat boxes. This little one is a super easy bag. It has Hershey Kisses in it. And then this one is a cute little box that can hold treats, or it can also hold a gift card. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about that too. And if we have time, we're going to make a card. This is the card. So if we have time, we'll make a card as well. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. And if I missed any of your comments up until this point, I will go back and catch them after the video. Okay. So we're going to get started with this little bag first. And, oh, of course, that wasn't the one I had on top. I had the other one on top. Okay, so as I mentioned, this little bag is super cute, you guys. This is a bag that if you are like me and you have a ton of designer series paper floating around in your craft room, and if you tell me you don't, I know you're lying, because I know a bunch of us are hoarding designer series paper out there. I know it's not just me. So if you have a lot of designer series paper hanging out in your house, this little one is a great treat holder favor that you can use for all different occasions. So bust out whatever DSP you have, guys, and make this little bag with me, because it's super cute. Okay, so here is, I am using, gotta share because we also got some sales going on. So I'm using the Painted Christmas designer series paper. This is a returning favorite. It was launched with these stamp sets, I believe last year, and it carried over into the holiday catalog. Guys, this is on sale right now. I think it's like $4.60 for something. It's a really good price. At DSP, it's $12. So guys, that's a huge savings. And as of the time I'm recording this video, it is still available. So if you love this DSP, get it now. And don't forget to add on those stamp sets if you don't have them yet, because I love them. Okay, so we're going to use this fun little pattern here. This is a 5x7 piece. And again, if you want the tutorial for this, sign up for my email list, guys. I will send you a full color tutorial if you want just something you could print out and have. All right. Oh, hi, Lisa. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, I enjoyed using it this year as much as last year too. I agree. It is rare when paper carries over. It is rare that you find that you like it as much the next year, but this is one that I just think because it's so classic, it works. Okay, so this is 5x7. So on the short side, which is going to be the 5-inch side, we're going to do 2 score lines. Now I'm scoring designer series paper, so very light touch here. So I'm going to score at 1 inch. And I'm going to flip it and then score it at 4 inches, or you can just turn it over and score it again at 1 inch. Okay, so we just want a 1 inch score on either side. And again, don't push down too hard when you're scoring, because you don't want to rip your designer series paper. Okay, and on the long side, we're going to score at 3 inches and 4 inches. And guys, you're going to love this little bag. I guarantee you, you're going to be making it for all kinds of occasions because it's that easy to put together. Okay, so this is super easy. I'm going to go in. It's kind of tough to see the score lines here, but I'm going to be gentle because I'm working with DSP here. Okay, so we're going to score. Oh, and I also wanted to mention back on Cultivated Creativity, if you want more details and you want all the specifics on it, I posted a link in the description of the video too, so you can check it out. I have it all typed up over on my blog if you want the specifics, like how do I skip a month, what happens, what comes in the kit. If you missed anything, you can definitely go back and catch it. Okay, so guys, I don't think this could be any easier. We just have a little 1 inch on the bottom. We're going to go in on this score line, and I'm just going to cut just a teeny tiny little V almost for my tabs. And guys, I'm probably not going to assemble this completely because I'm going to mail it, so it has to stay flat to mail. Wow, this is really hard to do with these lights. It's hard to see the score line on white, but it's okay. We're going to make it happen. Okay, and just doing that little slim V just kind of helps everything come together really easily. Okay, and guys, again, could not be easier. So we're gonna fold in the tabs, put a little adhesive on the short tabs, and then put adhesive on this piece here and fold it back. That's it. It is a basic box, guys. You could change the measurements on this to make it taller. You could make it wider. Super, super duper simple, right? So what we'll do, I'm actually just going to put tear and tape on the flaps now because where's the start of my tear and tape? So when the recipient gets this, they'll already have the adhesive on there to put it together. And I like to use tear and tape or liquid glue for my boxes because it gives a much more strong hold. Okay, so those are going to tuck in, and then we're going to put a piece of tear and tape on these flaps here. If you visited me before, I've kind of raised the debate, how do you like your box to fold together? And I've had some mixed answers. When I'm folding a box together, I always like to have my seams to the back, okay? So it's up to you. If you don't put it together this way, it's totally fine. Oh, I guess I'm going to put another piece of tear and tape on there. I'll add it later. But that's how it's going to come together. And then what you're going to do once you have it together is just lightly, I'll show you on the finished one. You're going to lightly push in. It's easier when it's assembled, and just kind of pinch to give a little bit of space on the top. Okay, so once we do that, once it's pinched, you'll be able to kind of hold it in the middle like this. And then all you're going to do is go in with a simple, this is like an office supply punch, and you'll go in and punch the hole. Okay, so we'll pretend I assembled this because, again, I'm gonna mail this flat. So we're gonna start from here, and now we're gonna decorate it. Easy peasy. So we're gonna have some simple stamping here. I hope I have time to make the card. We shall see. Do you guys want to make the card today? Let me know. If you have time to hang around, let me know. If not, you could always catch it on the replay, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. So I'm going to stamp some berries, a sprig. Ugh, I need more ink blocks, and a sentiment. Now, what I love about this is the Christmas season has all of your fun little foliage and pine cones, and then the Christmas to remember are awesome sentiments. And we're going to do 'Tis the Season. 'Tis the season for gift card holders. Okay. So we're going to go in. Robin, of course you want to see the card. Of course you guys want to see the card because you want me to have to make a bigger tutorial, huh? No, I'm kidding. So you have to promise me you guys will subscribe to my email list. So you know, I feel good that I made that tutorial and you guys can get it. So I don't mind. I like doing it. I like doing it for anybody who subscribes. It's a nice thank you. So I'm stamping in Real Red and Shaded Spruce. Oh, Patricia says dinner's in the oven so she can sit and enjoy. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do Shaded Spruce. And I'm just using a little scrap here to stamp all my bits. And then we're going to stamp the berries in Real Red. And I've learned, oh, look at all that ink. Oh, you guys. So I've learned with the berries, the 3 on the top and this one that hangs down, the one that hangs down is like the bottom. That helps me anyway when I stamp. Okay, so that's I'm gonna have to clean that off. That's gonna be a mess. And then whenever there's a red ink pad open, as soon as you're done with it, get it off your work surface. Ask me how I know, because I've shoved my hand in red ink like 13 times in the past like 3 days. I don't know what it is about red ink, but it is like a magnet for a mess. Okay, then we're going to stamp these little stems. And like I said, if you stamp them so that little trio, that little triangle is on the top, kind of makes it easier to line up. Then you just go in and just kind of fit. Hold on, I'm going to go right on top. Boom, and it lines up beautifully. I love that these are photopolymer, so you can get a nice little lined up image. I don't usually clean my stamps on the video, and if you guys hate it, I'm sorry, but it's got to happen, guys. There's too much red ink on here. And my chamois is just gross. It still works. It's just dirty. Woo! Look what I did. Told you. I told you I was going to do it. Hold on. Someone's having taco soup for dinner. Sounds good. Guys, it went from being chilly here to back up to almost 80. You guys. And I know people would say like, oh my gosh, it's so cold here. I would kill to have, you know, warm weather. No, you wouldn't. It's just too hot here. It's December. My brain wants it to cool off a little bit. So Texas, turn off the heat because I'd like it to be in the 60s. That would be nice. Okay, I see someone's having vegetable soup. Karen's having vegetable soup. Yum. All right. Okay, so we have these 3 here. And what I love about this little 'Tis the Season is there's no die for it. But guys, I mean, this couldn't be any easier to cut out, right? You just cut around it, round the corners a little bit, and then you've got your dies for these pieces. So in an effort to save time, look what I did. Oh, wait, this piece, here it is. And then I went ahead, I'm going to show you the dies real quick. So I went ahead with these dies. These will coordinate with some of the stamps as well, or you can do what I did and just use this one freestanding. I just cut that one in silver foil because I think it gives it a little glitz and glam, and I didn't have to stamp anything, so that's always a bonus too. Okay, so we're already cut. I'll just save those for another project. And then one thing I did to kind of dress this up a little bit was I used this stitched greenery die. I'm going to move it up. Hopefully you can see it. I love this die. It's a great background die, and it actually just kind of cuts a little bit of a leafy dash, a little dashy leafy pattern in the background of your paper. And I just love the extra detail. I didn't cut that, so I die cut it, but the pattern, but I didn't cut the piece yet. So I just think this adds a little extra detail for the label that we're going to use. Okay. Oh, almost too short. Oh. Okay. I did do, like I said, I did do some of the die cutting ahead of time. I'm probably going to do the stamping, but the die cutting's done. So hopefully that'll be a time-saving measure. And I just love this, you guys. You can even see on the completed image, it just adds a little something to the back of what you're doing. And, okay, I have a magnet to where my camera's mounted. So I'm just gonna kind of toss my dies on there. So you might see my hand kind of sneak in here. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting it on the magnet so I don't lose it. Okay. So now we just need to assemble these little pieces, and we're just going to layer them up. I'm actually going to use some mini glue dots because at the rate I'm going, oh, except I'm getting to the end of the roll here. If you guys have visited me before, you know, I think in song, and when I said the end of the roll, all I could think about was that Boys to Men song, End of the Road. We're getting to the end of the roll. No? Anybody? Okay, I'm here all week. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you guys think in song, but I do. That's just what popped into my head. So now every time you get to the end of the roll of your glue dots, maybe that song will pop into your head too. Okay, so all I did was I just kind of layered them up together. If you want to, let's just add one more behind that greenery because it's kind of big. Can I get a laugh emoji? No, nothing? Okay. Crickets, crickets. I'm kidding. Sorry guys, I just think really randomly sometimes. So you just got to listen to me muse here because you're stuck with me. Anyway, well, you're not. I mean, you could obviously click off and not watch, which I don't want you to do, but anyway, let's put some dimensionals on here. And sorry, you guys know I get a little punchy sometimes on these lives because I'm just chit-chatting with myself, you know. Amanda loved that song back in the day. I know. You know, my husband and I are watching Stranger Things again. I don't know why. We watched it like 3 times in a row, and then we just started watching it again for something kind of fun. And I think I relate to it so much because it has so many like fun 80s references. And we watched the episode where they were at the roller skating rink, and I was like, oh my gosh, remember roller skating? Anybody else remember roller skating? And it was so crazy, and it was like super dangerous, but yet we never got hurt, which is kind of funny, or I didn't anyway. But roller skating was just, I mean, what a strange concept, right? And I might, put this together with liquid glue, but I'm just using little glue dots in between the pieces to make it nicely put together. So a couple dimensionals, a little glue dot. See how it just makes it a little fancy? And then I pulled everything, but as usual, it's all in one big pile. And what I need is always on the bottom. So use some red rhinestones. Guys, you know what I'm going to use today? I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. Guys, I'm going to show you this. Look at this holder for the Take Your Pick tool. Look at this fancy pants holder, you guys. It holds 2 Take Your Pick tools. It has some extras in there. I actually just put an extra stylus in there because I had room, and it also holds my scissors. It's a little 3D holder. I got this from my team leader, Erica, and my friend Erica, as a little thank you for presenting at our team meeting. And guys, this thing is so stinking cute. She got it on Etsy. And I love it because I'm using my Take Your Pick tool more because it's just right here and it's accessible. So I'm forcing myself to do it. So Karen says, whatever you're making, this part is cute. We're making a cute little treat bag, Karen. It's going to be so cute. So I'm just going to, look at how much easier it is when you use your Take Your Pick tool. See, when you remember to use it, it's so cute, right? All right, so now, where are those dimensionals? I put them back. Why did I do that? Yeah, super cute holder, right? And it's pink, so totally fits in my craft room. I don't know, I've never shown you guys pictures, I don't think, of my whole craft room, but my craft room is like hot pink and black and white. It's totally me. So I love anything that has a pink accent. Okay. Peeling backings off dimensionals, like watching grass grow, right? Okay, where is here it is. So this little box is not assembled because I'm gonna mail it, but let's just determine which one is the front. This is the front. So I'm just gonna put it on this piece here. I still have to punch the hole in this. Oops, a little lower. This is kind of easier to put on when it's assembled, trust me guys, but since I'm mailing it, I want it to be like this, and we're gonna have a little hole up here. And then all I did here was I ran through, I'm actually not gonna finish it off because I think you can figure it out. I use this 2-pack of ribbon. This ribbon's actually gonna be carrying over. It's real red and garden green, and it's a nice like cotton ribbon. What's it called? It's just called combo pack ribbon, but it's kind of like this nice lightweight ribbon. And then I just tied a little bow in the Simply Elegant trim around the top just to finish it off. Filled it with some cute little Hershey Kisses, but you could put anything in here, you guys. Lots of any chocolates would fit in here. I like this idea for, excuse me, let me take a sip of tea. Sorry, something just got in my throat. So this would be cute to put in a little place setting. These would be great little office gift, teacher gifts. When you have to make a lot of them, I like this because you can use a lot of your designer series paper. And just looking at, I cannot get this on straight. Here we go. So just, you know, all you really did is decorate the tag here. So you could just make a whole bunch of the tags, then go through, cut all your DSP, and look, these are so cute to make. Fill them up with some chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate, you guys? So that's project number 1. So easy peasy. So everybody take a pledge in the comments that you're gonna make one of these with some of your designer series paper in your craft room because they're so easy to put together. And then the next box, And I actually think I'm going to put the box together and just make another one for who I'm going to send it to, because it comes together easier when it's put together. Okay, so if you'd like to give a moment to give hearts and likes, I'd appreciate it. No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding, you guys. I'm totally being punchy. But if you want to hit that heart button and like button, I love that. Facebook loves that. So that would be awesome. You guys are the best. All right, so our next project right here is this cute little treat box holder that I love because it also holds a gift card, okay? But here's what's fun about this. You can just give it a little tug, boom. Then our little ribbon comes off. You can untie the ribbon, but when the bow is tied this perfectly, why would you do that, right? And then it opens up, ta-da, and let me use my sample gift card. Hi, Chris from Iowa. What I love about this is I originally made this for a treat, and I think it was like a little brownie, a little Debbie brownie or something like that. But what I found was it fits a gift card really nicely. It just kind of angles the gift card and pops it up a little bit, which I love. So it's not like an exact fit. It jiggles around a little in there, but that's okay, because when you open it, it pops up. And then I added a little bit of paper down on the bottom here to dress it up a little bit. But you could also fit like some little chocolates in there if you wanted to, or you could, if you wanted to tuck in, maybe you take the gift card out and there's some cash back there. Who knows? Maybe you're super generous. If you are, I'd like you to make one of these and be my friend. But you could add something fun behind it. You could even add some like shredded paper behind it to fill it up as well. But I like this, like I said, even though it's not an exact fit, I love that it pops it up a little bit. So when you open the box, you've got like a little surprise inside. So what do you guys think? Let's put her together. What do you say? I'm not going to reassemble this right now. Let me just move everything out of the way. Okay. Let me grab my stack of bits. This is another one that's great to use with your designer series paper, because the wrap uses designer series paper beautifully. Where's my paper trimmer? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. All right. This one, I covered up the measurements. Let me move them. And again, if you need measurements, sign up for my email list. I'll send you the PDF for free, guys. Okay. That's how you can get the printed measurements. All right. This piece is 5.5 by 6. So 5.5 by 6. It's really close in measurement, so just make sure you're scoring the right side. So we're going to start by scoring the 5.5 side. So we'll just make sure we're at the 5.5 side, and we're going to score at 3/4 and 4 3/4. 3/4, flip it, and 4 3/4. Okay, on the long side, we're going to score at 3/4 to start. Flip it. If you're using your scoreboard, makes it a little easier. Hi, Lori. Nice to see you from Winter, Wisconsin. Oh, I bet it's cold up there, huh? So 3/4, then we're going to flip it. 2 3/4, 3.5, and 5.5. Okay. We're all scored. Now, use your bone folder. Always a good idea. Burnish those score lines. I'm using Evening Evergreen cardstock, by the way. I didn't mention that. Fold and score on all your sides. Where are those snips? They're super handy in my little holder. Here they are. I put them back. See, and this holder makes me put things back too, which I love. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to go in the tabs on this. I'm going to cut those little V's in between, and I'm also going to cut a little angle on either side of these small tabs so they're a little bit more angled. That's just going to help them come together a little. Okay, so we're going to cut into the small tabs. There's pieces everywhere. I have to vacuum up here. I have a list of things I need to do when I'm done with this Facebook Live, and that's one of them because there's a lot of gunk on the floor in here. So again, take a little bit off the side and then It's just going to kind of help the box come together a little bit easier. These little flaps are going to be tucked in, so it doesn't really matter if they're even or anything like that. So, okay. Okay. And I know treat boxes are not everybody's jam, and that's okay. But I don't know about you guys, but I always need a gift card holder. Okay, so we have this one small fold on the top here. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cut at an angle on either side. Okay, and then I'm gonna snip this piece off. So start with that. That kind of helps keep you straight here. Okay, so this little piece that's going to close the box closure has little angles cut on the side. Now this flap here are the side flaps that are going to tuck in. So we need to get rid of some of this. So I'm going to cut this in half. And again, it doesn't have to be precise. It's, well, that's not precise. That's definitely not straight. But nobody's going to see it. It's tucking inside the box. So if you want to get super precise, I guess you could use your paper trimmer, but it's really not necessary. Okay, now these little half tabs, go ahead and cut a little angle on either side. That helps your box come together a little bit easier. Okay, this is kind of janky. I'll definitely make another one for the giveaway. So we'll just put this one together and I'll just give it to somebody as a gift. I'll give it to someone who's not a paper crafter. They won't know. They won't be looking that closely, right? Okay, so that's how your box is going to look at the end. Okay, I'll put it here so you can kind of see. This will be the flap that'll close it, the side flaps, and then the box base is right here. Okay, all right. I'm gonna use liquid glue. Why not? Okay, so we're just gonna put some liquid glue on the little tabs here. And there's just like 4 spots for liquid glue, guys. And seeing how like we cut those little notches on either side of these tabs, I'm trying to put the liquid glue in the scissor holder. It does not fit there. I put it in the liquid glue holder. I have a holder for everything. Do you guys have that? Okay. I'm gonna hold this for a second. Tear and tape makes that a little easier so you don't have to hold it. Now I did want to point out one thing when you're putting this together. These little pieces that flip up on the side, I try not to angle those. I try to keep them as straight and then worry about putting the angle on the little tab. But if they are a little angled, when it comes together, like this one here, I cut at a little too much of an angle. I don't think it's that big of a deal, you guys, because the recipient can just, I mean, you're gonna have a bow covering it and lots of other pretty stuff. And let's be honest, if there's a gift card inside or cash or a piece of jewelry or something like that, are they really gonna care that your tab isn't perfect? I don't think so. They want the goods inside, right? Okay, so there's the box base, and now these, because we cut them at an angle, they're just gonna slide in. Now, when I made this box, I made it so this tab stays out on this design because of the belly band that goes around it. But if you wanted to, you could just as easily tuck that little piece in as well. I just think it makes it a little easier once you take the belly band and the ribbon off for the recipient to open the box. Okay, so but you do you, whatever you feel looks good on this, but I set it up like this. And so that's the box. So hopefully that's helpful for cutting. And now, gotta do our inside pieces here. Okay, so inside the box, let's get that all wrapped up. I have a piece of designer series paper and a piece of basic white, and these are both 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. And like I said, I always like to bring the party inside. So if you're going to spend all that time making the front of it pretty, you might as well make the inside pretty too. And I just think it gives it that little something extra. When I originally designed the box, I didn't put anything inside, but when I was making this one, I said, you know, it would really be pretty to have just a little extra pattern in there. Don't you guys think? I just think it adds so much. Now for this one, I need a piece of scrap paper. Holy moly, here we go. I have a little pad here. Okay, let's stamp this. It's gonna say Merry Christmas. No, Season's Greetings, because it says Christmas on the front. So Season's Greetings is what we're gonna go with. Boom. And then we need some little leafy sprigs. I just have to check to make sure which one I used. Ah, it's already on a stamp block. Okay, perfect. Now, this is Evening Evergreen and Soft Suede. Let me move that red ink pad. It keeps wanting to come with me, you guys. Stay over there, red ink pad. I don't want to use you. Okay, we're gonna stamp our Sentiment in Soft Suede. Hopefully it's mostly straight. Maybe not. Do over. Better. And then you're gonna stamp our little leafy sprigs. I'll do one in the corner, and then we have a little more space down here, so we'll do here and here. So it just kind of keeps the party going. Okay, close it up. I don't know if we're gonna get to the card, guys. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Okay. And look at that. No one knows about our mistake on the back. So cute, right? Then we'll put our gift card in there. Close it up. Amanda, you can do it. Amanda, you're just making me over ambitious, aren't you? I have the things cut for the card, so I may just kind of talk you through it. Maybe we'll assemble it. I got it ready just in case I had time. Okay, so let me talk to you about this. Oh, for heaven's sake. Hold on. I grabbed the wrong roll of ribbon. Okay, so I've got some soft succulent ribbon here. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to recycle this piece here. It's already tied. So we're going to just tuck in those side flaps, and I'm going to use this one because I know, you guys know how persnickety I am with a bow. We'll be here all day, and we don't want to do that. So I just fit that right back on there. We're going to recycle that for now, but you would tie your ribbon around there, and I kind of made the bow just on top. And now with this little belly band piece, I did not do any score lines on this. What I made this piece long enough so it would wrap around and just kind of attach on the bottom. You could probably make it a little bit shorter if you wanted to, but I'd rather err a little bit longer. Now, what I did is, as I went around the box, I kind of creased it a little with my nail just to give it a little bit of shape. Now, when you stick this together, you want it to be enough that it stays on the box, but when that you're able to pull the belly band off and on easily. Okay, so when you put this on, don't make it so tight that the recipient's going to have a hard time getting it off, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to end up ripping the paper to get into it. If they're not a paper crafter, I guarantee you they're going to rip it, because that's, you know, and paper crafters will cringe at that thought. But anybody who's not a paper crafter, they're going to rip it. Okay, so you definitely want that belly band to be able to move in and out, okay? So we're just gonna put a little adhesive. You know what? I am gonna stick this down because I can send this mailed this way. Actually, put a little glue on this piece here. Right? Have any of you ever had that happen where you've given somebody a handmade gift and they've literally destroyed it in front of you opening it, like totally ripped it open? I had somebody do that once, and I was just sitting there the whole time. You know, you have that look on your face like, oh, okay. And they're looking at you like, what? And internally you're crying because you just watched them destroy something you spent hours on. So here we go. We've got our little piece. And now, well, I am just going to, okay, we need another evening evergreen sprig. So an evening evergreen sprig, and then we're gonna need the pine cone. And the pine cone, this is another thing I love about this set. This is, there's 2-step stamps in this set, but what's awesome is they're very, very forgiving. Sometimes when I have to line up stamps exactly, it gets a little frustrating because if you miss it, it really stands out. This is one of those stamp sets that lines up really nicely, even if you don't line it up nicely, and that'll make sense in a minute. So we've got, here, I'm going to put these on so I can see both. Okay, so you're going to have a more detailed image, and then you're going to have like a fatter image that's going to be like the base of the pine cone. So we're going to put our pine cone in crumb cake. I'm going to stamp it lighter, and then I'm going to do the detail in soft suede. I also didn't mention on the first part, I put Wink of Stella on the berries just to zhuzh them up a little bit. Now this one, you can just go over the top. And honestly, this is one of those stamp sets that even if you don't line it up perfectly, it still looks really good. I think it's just, you know, it's designed that way, and it's kind of nice. I did smear my ink just a smidge there, but that's okay. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment. I'll save the space for that. I stamped the sentiment in Evening Evergreen. I did have a Holly Jolly Christmas, and I cut it out with the label that's in here as well. And I'm not going to make you guys watch me die cut, so I die cut those already as well. Okay. Temporary break. Got my banners Pick-a-Punch. This little piece right here, this is a little banner to go behind it. Because I used silver on the first gift box, I knocked that over. Because I used silver on the first gift box, I wanted silver to go into the next design as well. So I just used a little strip. This is a 1/2 inch by, about 3.5 inches. It'll be on the PDF. And I'm just going to go in and punch the ends. Did you guys notice on Sundays, it's really easy when I do Facebook Lives, there's no dogs like going crazy in the background. They're downstairs with my husband. He's babysitting them. I have one in here. I have Gidget in here with me, but she's my quiet one. She's just curled up on her bed sleeping. So she doesn't care. Okay. Just assemble. And I just think that little pop of silver just adds so much. And then we will pop on some dimensionals. Amanda says she needs entertainment. What's everybody else doing? Who's stamping right now? Anybody in their craft room? I love to hear what you guys are doing while I'm doing this. I know some of you are making dinner. I'm just kind of lining this up where the center is. My ribbon hopefully will line up too. And then where are those mini glue dots? Oh, we've reached the end of the roll. I have one on here, so no more glue dots. I gotta go get a box out of the drawer. Just enough to complete the project. Okay, and this is gonna kind of tuck off to the side. Oh, Amanda's stamping projects from the team meeting in October. I do that too. I have a little basket of things that still need completing. And I like to work on them when I'm watching Facebook Lives, or I just want to craft and not think about anything. So that's kind of fun. I'm glad you're taking advantage of some crafting. Oh, it's covering the S. There we go. And there you have it. I didn't add any bling to this because honestly, I didn't think it needed it. I thought the silver kind of did the trick, but I did add some Wink of Stella to the detail on the pine cone. And this is kind of tough to see on a video, but trust me, it adds like a snowy effect on the pine cone that just gives it elevates it just a little bit. So what do you guys think of the second box? Easy peasy. That belly band is super fun. And again, Here are two really easy to put together gift card or gift treat holders for chocolates, gift cards, jewelry. There's so many possibilities of what you could put in these. So save these in your arsenal because these are definitely good to have for so many different occasions. All right, who wants to stick with me to put the card together? I have the pieces cut, so we're not even going to stamp. I'll just slap it together. How does that sound? And again, if you want all the specifics on this, get that PDF on my email list. All right, we're seeing love this box. Amanda's getting her way. She's getting the card. So I just figure it's another great idea with this stamp set. You guys, if you don't have this stamp set, I love it. I use it a ton. Okay, so I actually shared this, the paper players have a color combo this week of Evening Evergreen, Cherry Cobbler, Gold, and Very Vanilla. And so that's what we're going with today. Those are the insides. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't use Very Vanilla very often because I figured it out. I finally figured out why I don't use Very Vanilla, and I figured it out while I was getting this card ready. It's really hard to photograph, and that's why I don't use it. So, anywho, but we are going to use it for this card. So we've got an Evening Evergreen card base, 4 1/4 by 11, Cherry Cobbler 4 by 5 1/4, and Very Vanilla that's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Now I went through with this and I embossed it with the Wintry 3D embossing folder. Now this is a narrow embossing folder, so it's not going to cover your whole card. Here's the trick on this. I went ahead and I die cut. I'm going to have a piece of paper that runs across half. So I ran it through my die cutting machine this way, and I did half, and then I pulled it out, flipped it over, and ran it through this way. So any overlap, and you can see right here where the seam is, where they don't line up, doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it with this piece right here. So that's one way to get your narrow embossing folders to cover your whole card front. Okay, you might have known that, you might not have known that, but now you know. So this comes together super easy. Well, I guess now that I'm making the card, I'm going to I'll gift both gift boxes to the sharer and the card will go to the commenter. How does that sound? I don't know. Got to make the prizes equal. Okay, now this paper is, oh, poo. I knew I was going to forget the name of it. It is, there it is. No, that's not it. Hold on, I have the catalog open. Because I know somebody's going to ask. So that is this paper, the Festive Foils Specialty Designer Series paper. This is also on an awesome sale right now, guys. I think it's like $4. And it's Cherry Cobbler, Soft Succulent, and Gold. So this is a good one too. So if you haven't stocked up on some of those last chance items that are on sale, hey, I don't know about you guys, but I love a good sale. I cut this a little short, so I'm just going to take off some of that. Some of that Very Vanilla. Okay. I just think this wintry embossing folder adds so much texture. And then this pretty paper, look how it has just that little, I don't know. I just think it has such a pretty little tiny foiling detail. It's just, and it's delicate with the snowflakes. I just really like it. Okay, stuck down. Looks good. Okay, I always have a hard time. I want to make sure they're straight since I'm giving it away, so. Okay, so easy peasy. Pop the card together. But yeah, I completely figured out that's why I do not like Very Vanilla, because it is hard to photograph, you guys. Okay, couple bits on this. I stamped the Friends Like You Make This Season Special on the label, and that's what I love about this is the sentiments fit the labels, which is awesome. And then I stamped 2 sets of the bigger holly berry leaves, and I stamped 3 sets of berries. cherry cobbler, evening evergreen, and then those little leafy sprigs, I heat emboss them in gold. So that's all done. So you need 2 sets of leaves, 3 sets of berries, 2 sprigs, and a label, and a partridge in a pear tree. And then you have everything you need to put this card together. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a little adhesive on the back just to get started. Where's my sample card? Okay. I feel like I need to have that handy. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of tuck a big leaf and a little leaf in each corner. And, oh good, I see Robin's laughing at my partridge in a pear tree. I feel like it's just so much stuff. Since my glue dots are gone, guys, I've got to improvise here. I did the big and the little, so now I'm going to do little, then big. That's just a me thing. I don't like them to be identical. Not that you can really tell because they're kind of tucked behind. Now these, this side I'm going to keep a little bit longer because I'm putting a bow here. So I want to make sure that you can see it really well. And sorry, normally I would probably use glue dots or liquid glue on this to assemble it, but my glue dots are gone. So we're just kind of making do at this point. Okay. Okay, so we have our leaves that are going to go there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Add a little more. And just pop the gold in the back. And I just really like how there's just like enough gold that hopefully, guys, I'm going to put a dimensional on this and hold it all in place really well. I'll probably go through and add some glue afterwards, but just for the sake of getting it put together at this point. Oh, wrong one. I'm just trying to put it all together. Okay, so we're decorating our frame. Now what I did here is I'm going to cut off these 3 berries that are attached together here. That one lone berry, I'm going to cut it off on all of these. Okay, so I'm going to make this one nice and round, and these are going to have like a little tab piece, but it's okay because don't worry about cutting that off and making it pretty because we're going to use it. I'm going to cut off that one, and then on one of them I'm going to cut off an extra one. Okay, so I have 2 sets of 3 and then a couple loose ones. I'm just kind of cutting them apart, and then I'll have this left over and use that on another project. It's totally fine. Okay. I'm going to put a little glue on these because I kind of need it. Then I'm going to go in and just kind of tuck in a couple more berries. And I know holly berries are typically like, don't you usually see them in 3s? I don't know. I just felt like it needed a little more. Uh-oh, I got a text message that I can't clear off my screen. Okay, so I'm just kind of tucking them. I'm trying to work with this while the glue's wet so I can still get in there. But you could just as easily do this with glue dots or something else. Okay. Sorry, now's the point where I get quiet because I'm trying to get it all done. And I'm going to put these berries just a little bit lower. This one kind of covers the corner a little more. And these berries I'm going to put lower because I am adding a bow. So I'm putting them like really just to the edge. And then same thing. Take your extras and just kind of tuck them in. Just felt like it needed a little more cherry cobbler than just 3 berries. So that's why I added more. It's the great part about paper crafting. There is no rule, guys. You can add more if you want to. You can do whatever you want. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, this little guy, I have glue all over my hands. I'm going to try and put my Stampin' Dimensionals over my corners just to hold these on the card. Yeah, they'll be fine. And a couple more Stampin' Dimensionals. What do you guys think? Who uses a lot of Very Vanilla? How about that? I'm going to ask you that question. Who uses a lot of Very Vanilla on their projects? Because I don't. And I was really happy I had that epiphany as to why I don't. It took me forever to photograph this card, you guys. Okay. Oh, we're going long today, but some of you guys are still hanging out, so I guess you want to be here and stamp. Okay, hopefully centered. Yas. Yas. Uh-oh, I'm out of glue dots. Well, I'm going to add this little piece of Simply Elegant gold trim right here in the corner, but I need glue dots and I'm not going to make you wait. And then I added some of the red rhinestones. So I'm not going to do those little pieces because I'm not going to make you wait while I dig out a box of glue dots. So I'll show you the finished card and I'll show you the inside. So this is the finished project. I added about 5 of the red rhinestones, and then each of the berries, actually before I put them on, I hit them with some Wink of Stella. So there's Wink of Stella on those as well. And then the inside is about a 3/8 inch tall piece. It's like 1 row of snowflakes. Just use a little scrap of the paper, and then I put some greenery in and an inside sentiment. And I love this too because you have, it makes great front and inside sentiments. I love sets that do both. So isn't this pretty, you guys? And trust me, it's why I wanted to show it on video, because the pictures really don't do it justice, and it's really super pretty and elegant in person. So I hope you love that one. I see lots of hearts. Yay! So guys, I know we went a little long today, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, this is using Christmas Season, Christmas to Remember, 2 stamp sets, and then the seasonal labels dies. And if you want, like I mentioned, if you want the PDF tutorials with pictures, supply list, measurements, all that stuff, it's free. You just have to subscribe to my email list. Okay, so that's just a thank you that I like to give for subscribing, but it's free. So if you want it, please subscribe to that. The link is in, oh, I'm making a mess. The link is in the description of this video, and it'll go out tomorrow. So I just need to get this uploaded to YouTube, and then I put the YouTube link in there too. So if you want the tutorial for this, sign up for my email. And let me show you the rest of the finished projects. Here's our little gift card box. And I lost the other one. Here it is. This is my little Hershey Kiss box. So there you go. That's what we made today. It was a power-packed hour, guys. So I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed these projects, and I hope it inspires you to make some fun, creative projects. So thank you so much for being with me today. And yeah, and if you haven't already, please check out Cultivated Creativity, my monthly subscription club. I would love to have you join. This kit's going to be so much fun, you guys. And thank you to everybody who has already subscribed. You guys, oh, it's making my day. We had so much fun putting this together, and we can't wait to share it with you. So if you need more info on that, check the link in the description. I talked about it earlier in the video as well. Okay, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and have a great week ahead. I'll see you this coming Friday at 4 p.m. for the next Facebook Live. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye-bye.